Hey friends, Ash here with Gents, back with my friend Tommy from Studio Scents. Today we're going to be taking a look at two fragrances from the house of Tumi, which is actually a luxury luggage brand. Yeah, so they've launched two fragrances, one called Awaken, one called Unwind. These were sent to me for review, but as always, doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you what I think about them, whether they're worth checking out or not. They go for, I believe, $100 US, and I'll leave a link in the description in case you want to check that out. And also, I'll give away one of these fragrances to you guys at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and jump into this, check these fragrances out.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I kind of showed this, but this card came with the fragrances. It's got the note breakdown. So Awaken has a top of bergamot, grapefruit, and coriander, a mid of clary sage, fir needle, and cypress, and a base of olibanum, patchouli, and cedarwood. And then Unwind has a top of aquatic notes, lemon and ginger, a mid of lavender, sage, and geranium, and a base of vetiver, oud, and sandalwood. Yeah.
Cool.
So obviously the idea here is Awaken is for when you're getting ready to go somewhere or travel somewhere. Again, it's a luggage brand, so it makes sense. Then Unwind is when you get back in the evening time. So this one's 8 a.m. and this one is 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. So Awaken and Unwind.
Forget the afternoon, just go straight morning to evening.
Yeah. Spray this on in the morning, and I would assume it's going to be more refreshing.
Yes.
And then this is more relaxing, but
That's what it sounds like.
yeah.
A little bit darker.
Yeah, it's got a darker bottle and everything, but then the top has aquatic notes, lemon and ginger, so I guess we'll see.
It's an interesting mix of notes there.
So, as you can see there, on the front of the box, we've got Tumi, the name of the fragrance, and size and concentration down here at the bottom. It's 100 milliliter size, eau de parfum concentration. On the back, you've got your ingredients listed out on the bottom. Got your batch code, 20169. MR. And then the bottle, there it is.
I like those bottles.
Yeah.
Interesting shape.
Yeah, it's got a decent amount of heft to it. It's got a little gradient here, darker at the bottom, lighter up at the top. And it actually has a sticker on the front here that says, rotate dial right to unlock cap. Oh, turn.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
It pops up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's just to lock the cap on.
Yeah. So this, I thought that this was like part of the atomizer or something,
too.
that you would take this off and then you would turn it to spray, but actually you just turn this and the whole cap comes off.
Cool.
And then the atomizer is right there. And actually it's decently heavy.
Whoa, yeah. It's made of metal.
Yeah.
Completely metal. That's interesting.
So go ahead and spray this on. Yeah, it's got kind of a, it doesn't really do a fine mist. It kind of really,
It's a direct spray.
yeah, it kind of blasts you.
Get that bergamot right up front. So it's very eye-opening, very citrusy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got a really citrusy open. I mean,
Yeah.
it really doused my hand, so it's kind
I
of,
know mine's wet.
yeah, so I'm smelling like this one direct spot that's completely saturated.
It's definitely a bright bergamot citrusy opening.
Yeah,
so
it is.
That's, I would say, primarily what this is about. It's like a spring and summer fragrance.
Yeah, a good amount of citrus right off the top. A little bit of a green undertone, not like really heavy in terms of that green feel. But you can pick up where they're going,
Yeah.
like with the cypress and the fir needle. You can tell that once the citrus burns off, it's probably going to start sagging into more of a green kind of vibe.
In the very beginning, it kind of has that YSLY feel to it, that really bright bergamot or that bright citrus.
Yeah, it's that citrus combo, that grapefruit and bergamot right there, which those are the ones that are most heavily used because they do have that just massive feel to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely got that massive feel vibe.
I mean, I get it. Awaken. You know, this is the type of scent that you spray on just to have something that's clean, that is brisk, that's kind of uplifting. Yeah, I get it.
It's the kind of fragrance you can't, there's nothing to complain about. It's giving you what you want, but it's not necessarily unique. So if you're looking for unique.
Yep, that's the deal. Yep. It's nice. Like, nobody's going to smell it and go, oh, disgusting. Right. Nobody's going to smell it and say, you know, what have you got on? It's giving me a headache. It's making me sick. None of that is ever going to happen. But it's not blowing me away.
No.
Because the problem is here that the price tag is $100.
Exactly.
Now, it is an eau de parfum, so it's not like they've hit you with an eau de toilette or something like that. Some people are going to perceive eau de parfum as being higher quality. That's what I'm trying to say. Right. That doesn't necessarily mean that it cost a huge amount more than what an eau de toilette would have cost, but there's perceived value
right,
in
because
that
the
name.
hope is an EDP or an eau de parfum is going to give you the longevity over an eau de toilette, which isn't always the case, but most of the time.
Yeah, that citrus is burning off pretty quick.
Citrus is burning off. It is getting a little bit greener.
Yep. Pretty quick, honestly. That citrus, this is coming off like that citrus that's going to be 10-15 minutes done.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. It's only been a few minutes, so burning off pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's been like 5 minutes or so, and already the sage is coming out much more, the clary sage.
Yep.
And a little bit of cypress, but it's not really like super distinct cypress note.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll smell cypress in a fragrance, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's cypress. Like it's a very realistic cypress. Here, it's got that green vibe. It's clean, but at this moment in time, doesn't smell maybe like a super realistic cypress.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and open up Unwind while we let this one dry.
I do like the presentation. The bottle's super.
Yeah, and the box is actually really well put together as well.
You got silver and gray combo there. A little bit of a red.
And the inside actually packages and protects these bottles very well. As you can see on the inside here, I'm showing it to Tommy here. There's a lot of cardboard kind of keeping everything exactly where it should be on the inside of the box. So it's not cheap. It's got some.
No, and you would think it's not surprising that a luggage company would be able to package their items really
You would hope, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so presentation-wise, same thing. Everything is the same other than the coloration and the name. And the bottle is the same. Bottle type, obviously, only with a different gradient.
Yeah,
so whereas this one is dark at the bottom, kind of goes lighter up toward the top. This one is dark at the top, lighter toward the bottom.
Yep.
It's reversed. And I actually really do like these caps. They're pretty cool, actually.
You would think it'd be unwieldy, but it's actually off really quickly.
Yeah, it's super easy to use. Yeah, it's kind of gimmicky, I guess, but when you hold it, you can easily pick it up from the cap. See, no issues there, and then you just give it a little twist, pops right off. So
cool.
I do like that. Actually, more than I thought I would. It's interesting. The opening here, the top notes rather, are lemon, ginger, and aquatic notes. Yeah. So you would be expecting summertime aquatic, basically. But
that aquatic adds a little bit of lightness to some of the darker notes, which is almost like a refreshing balance between light and dark. It's like a contrast.
What's interesting here is there's a little bit of smokiness in the top.
Yeah, there is.
And the only thing that I can see in the note breakdown that would give that is the oud.
The oud, yeah.
Definitely. So
interesting, you can detect the oud right away, but it's a smoky oud.
Yeah, what they're saying is
really
oud.
Animalic or anything.
Yeah, there's no animalic facets here at all. It's just actually more a light, smoky woodiness.
I like that.
So I don't know that I would necessarily call it oud.
Right.
But
it's almost like a
smoky
lighter
woody.
Encre Noir type smoky.
Yeah.
Much lighter.
So that may also be the vetiver that you're picking up.
That's true.
Could be giving you that kind of vibe. It's not at all a fragrance that smells like Encre Noir. Like if you put it next to each other, they're not at all.
Just the smoky aspect of it.
Actually,
not comparable, but similar.
Overall, I like this more.
Definitely has
Awaken.
more character.
Yeah.
Definitely has more character. The Awaken is just a bright splash of bergamot and citrus.
That segs into green,
right,
like fresh
greens.
greens.
Into a little bit of a sagey green.
Yeah, and it's a little sweet.
Yeah, a little bit. I like it. It's also manages to be fresh as well with those darker notes.
Yeah, there's a bit of that contrast going on. That lemon, ginger, aquatics kind of playing along with that smokier oud in the base and vetiver as well.
I keep going back to it. I like it.
Yeah, this is
more and more.
Not too bad.
I think this is one of those fragrances that the more you wear, the more character it opens up, the more you like it or appreciate it.
Could be. Yeah. It's not challenging.
No.
So I should say that it's not something that you smell and you go like, oh wow, like they really went out on a limb here.
Right. It's definitely not edging niche.
yeah. But it is pleasant.
Yeah.
That little bit of smokiness in there, I really like. But I'm a sucker for that type of note in fragrances anyway, like incense or dry woods that have that smoke, vetiver that has that deeper facet that vetiver sometimes has, or oud. So it makes sense that it kind of I would gravitate more toward this one because of that. So interestingly enough, again, it's only been on my skin a few minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. the initial smokiness is kind of taking a step back.
Right, that's
already.
what I'm saying, or what I'm thinking too. It's almost becoming a little bit lighter, a little bit fresher.
It is a little bit, yeah. Because when it first hit me, it was like lemony, aquatic, with kind of an effervescent pop, but with a slight smoky, woody backbone.
Exactly.
And that's already stepping back, that smokiness, which is interesting because...
And that's fast. Of course, we're outside, so the heat, it's warmer. It's like 80-some degrees.
Yeah.
So with heat, your fragrances sometimes will pull back some.
Humidity especially. Kind of like...
with humidity, exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of drops the bottom out of some or increases, the depth of some, depending upon the notes that they use. Huh, interesting.
Yeah, so strangely enough, now it's coming across still slight dark touch, but more geranium is starting to come out. So and sage as well. So you're starting to get these like slight herbal facets.
It does, it's kind of herbaceous, which is an interesting mix: aquatic, herbaceous, and then smoky in your open.
Back to Awaken.
Yes. Back to Awaken's dry down.
I dig those caps.
They're cool. They really are. The weight of the cap pushes down, so it's not
hefty.
like you have to push down to get it to go down. It sits right on top.
Boom.
And locks.
So interesting.
Almost like a locking caliper on a car. That's cool.
I'm acting so amazed by this cap. It's really not a huge deal, but it's still kind of cool. Yeah. It's just I'm glad that they put a little bit of effort into it. Yeah. Instead of just saying let's capitalize, they actually made like a nice presentation.
Yeah.
And
a lot of companies just throw together something, got a plastic cap, basic bottle, but
it's pretty cool. Not bad. Much more of the green.
Yeah, very, very
clary sage.
Definitely capitalizing on the clary sage, which is so the green is coming out a lot more, which I actually like. I'm kind of glad it's going in that direction. I think
it makes it slightly more mature.
Yeah, exactly.
Not what I would call like an old person scent or anything like that, but it does give it more maturity. The way that it's going right now, it's not a.
It's not
like
sage.
not like a mall.
Right.
Freshy fragrance. It's not too bad. $100. I wouldn't go that high.
Yeah, I don't know.
Personally.
A lot of fragrances that can compete to blow this.
Especially when you're talking what you can get at discounters. You can get crazy stuff.
Exactly. So
I'd
wear it.
It's kind of one of those fragrances that I would want to pick up probably in like the.
Wow, and humidity is really pulling out that green.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I would think. What would you think? Like dollar wise,
I would say probably within the $50 to $60 range would be the max.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay for something like this.
Yeah, I would think for me, probably like 40.
Really? Okay.
Something like that, 45. If we're talking discounters.
Yeah, discounters.
Yeah. Now I understand though that retail price is retail price, right? We all get that. So yeah, it's not bad though. I do like it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that for that $40 price point that can compete with this.
Well, that being said, I mean, it does have this presentation.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get that cap anywhere else.
You're not going to get this. Look at this. You see that?
So cool.
So Awaken for me, I mean, overall, I do like it.
It keeps a little bit of the fruit feeling into the dry down, but not a tremendous. It's more green.
Yeah, it's not anything that's going to blow you away.
No, it's super unique or anything like that.
Nope.
So.
But it's not bad. And now Unwind, I like this one more.
Yeah.
It does still retain a tiny bit of that smokiness.
A little bit of the smokiness. That's what I'm sensing. Like when you go away from it and go back.
Yeah, when you go back to it, it becomes more apparent, and then it kind of goes away again after you smell it.
It's lighter, but that somehow makes it more refreshing. I don't know. I like it.
I like this.
One,
between the two, this is my choice.
Hands
down.
Agree.
Yeah, like Awaken, I would probably never really wear it with how much I have.
Not compared to
this one. I might, I might bust out now and again.
Yeah, that light smokiness is really what gives it the most character. So
yeah,
I like it.
yeah. That's the main thing that I'm getting from it as well. This light, woody smokiness, with a little touch of sage, a little touch of geranium, but it's not a whole bunch. It's mainly that light, woody base that's giving a little bit of a smoky vibe, and I dig that. Like a light incense.
Yeah.
It's like they sprinkled a light incense in there.
Good on you, Tumi. Pretty good effort.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
Yeah.
This one, if you were going to sample one of these, sample this one. This one's more interesting. It's got more depth to it. It's got more going on. More interesting. All right, let's do the giveaway here. So, in order to be entered in the giveaway, you have to like the video. You have to comment down below that you want to be entered into the giveaway, and you have to say which of these you would prefer, Awaken or Unwind.
Boom.
And also check out Tommy's channel, link in the description to Studio Sense.
Appreciate it.
So subscribe to him if you haven't done so. And about a week from now, I will do a random comment picker, pick a winner, and then ship you your prize.
Awesome. And I'll just side note, I'll also be doing a giveaway next week, so be on the lookout for that as well.
And I'll post the winner to my community tab on YouTube, so that's where you'll see it.
Awesome.
And that's going to do it for us, yeah. Sweet. Unwind, my favorite of the bunch, but if you're looking for a fresher daytime scent, this one probably going to be your better bet. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Thanks for all your support. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video.